It's bright and early on a Friday. We've got this 14 F-250. These guys are traveling, trying to get home to Louisiana. They run into a little snag here. We got a check engine light on, but it's further compounded. Yeah, most people just keep riding with the light on. This is compounded by the fact that we're speed limited to 50 miles an hour and 20 miles. So now we can't ignore that pesky check engine light. We gotta actually do something about it. So let's hook up the IDS and let's pray and hope that it's not a P207F. The nemesis of all light-duty Ford diesel mechanics. How many times can you make a video showing pulling codes and keep people from falling asleep? Computer is a frustrating unit. Let's get in here a little bit closer. Gonna be a little crooked, I apologize. And I can straighten you up. Put a round the wedge in. Yeah, how about that? Of course, you still got the terrible ripple effect. So let's just hope there's something wrong with the depth sending unit or something like that. Let's hope this thing doesn't have reductant quality issues. That didn't take too long. And there she is, P207F. Some bitch. Crankcase vent system disconnected, imagine that. Reductant quality performance. SCR NOx catalyst efficiency below threshold, bank 1. Yes, sir. Working on this truck. Let's see, let's write these codes down. P20EE. I've ever worked on a P20EE. Yeah, TSB there. Reprogram. And reprogram. Let's see if there's an available reprogram. A later program is available. This is a company truck. Doesn't appear that they've got any modifications done to the PCM. So let's go ahead and shoot this in here and reevaluate. Turn the key off. Key on. And we're off and running. So this takes forever, so we'll check back in a minute. So after this gets through doing its thing, we'll bring up some PIDs and see what the actual level is. And if it looks okay, we're gonna do a drive, SCR drive cycle. See if we can't get this thing out of speed limiter mode. If a reprogram is all it needs. If we can't get it out, then it's going to be, something's could be wrong with it. Could be that somebody put water in it instead of DEF fluid. Most of these owners, though, wouldn't do that, especially when they're trying to get home. That would be just foolish to try to defeat the system when you're way out of town. And these guys are, man, from here to Louisiana has got to be I'd say 16 hours, maybe more. At least 16-hour drive, hauling ass. So we're all done with that. Back out of all of that. We got a fresh program in there. Don't know whether it'll help or not. I've had good luck though. I've reprogrammed a couple 14s. If it was sort of like an 11 or a 12 model, usually it needs some parts of some sort. But these newer, later models, 15s especially, a lot of times the software glitch is all that's wrong with it. We get ambient air temperature. We get all our exhaust temp sensors, RPM, level 1 tank temperature, 2 tank level percentage. pressure. So we're showing 100% full. Our levels are fluctuating 1, 2, and 3 like they should. Our temperatures on our exhaust are really low, which is good. And our let's see here, I'm missing something. Our tank temperature is right in line with our ambient temperature. So let's get rid of a few things. Clog this thing up. We'll get rid of these levels. Temperatures. Alright, now we're going to do a cycle in the bay, and then we'll do a drive cycle. So let me get that paperwork. Alright, so got the procedure here. While monitoring the tank level PID, add diesel exhaust fluid to its 100%. We're good on that. When the vehicle in park, increase the engine speed to 1,000 RPM while monitoring 11, 12, 13, 14 EGT PIDs. Run the engine until the exhaust gas temperature is greater than 268 degrees for 2 minutes. Alright. Accelerate steady to 50 miles an hour. Carry out a closed pedal deceleration event without applying the brake for 6 seconds. Repeat this 3 times. Verify that PID 13 temperature is greater than 428 degrees and carry out 5 medium to hard acceleration events that are a minimum of 3 seconds in duration. Before we do that, in the bay here, we're going to, let's see, it says verify that EGT 12 for a wide frame, which this is less than 150 degrees, which it is 96, so we're good on that. If it weren't, we'd have to cool the engine down. Verify ambient air temperature and reductant tank temperature value is greater than 23 degrees. It is around 60 degrees. Start the engine, increase the engine RPM using the accelerator pedal to 1500 or 2000 RPM, and monitor at 12 until it hits 194. Increase the engine RPM, allow the engine to idle. With the engine at idle, monitor tank pressure. It should increase to 70 psi working pressure. Alright. As soon as that happens, the injector will come on. So we're looking for that. That tells us everything's able, we're ready to work. Then we're going to warm the exhaust up and then go drive it. So we don't want to go drive it if we've got a problem with tank pressure, injector not working, things of that nature. So we'd be out wasting our time. So let's get back in front of our computer here. And we're going to, let's see, rev it to 1500 until we reach 194 degrees, which shouldn't take too long. Let's start her up. So our check engine light's out, but we're still speed limited. So that's why we got to do a drive cycle to get it out of that mode. And if it won't come out of the mode, then we still got a broken vehicle. So 12's already up to 132 degrees. I want to try to get out of the way. And we'll be looking for this pressure to increase and this injector to come on. These two right here. Bump the cable. Alright, so our injector came on. Now our pressure is going to come up because the injector comes on, the system's air bound, it's air locked. And so they open the injector and then they can increase the pressure in the tank and it'll fill the line with dead fluid. If you kept the injector shut, the line is real difficult time filling it up. It's a real cheesy pump, there's not a lot to it. So next step, we're going to, that's working, we're good on that. We're going to warm the EGT14, which is right there. So the temperature coming out of the engine, out of the turbo, is 200 degrees. And the temperature in the very back sensor is 177. We gotta warm that up to 437 degrees. It's sitting here in the bay, it takes forever. That's a lot of heat. We can get it out of the turbo pretty quick. So going through all the cats to get them to light off, it's time consuming. So let's go for a ride. Get this thing out of idle or speed limit mode. I'll leave the computer here. Now we got to take this thing, we got to get out to a section of road where we can drive this unencumbered. So let's go out to the Kinston Freeway here. Race against the clock here. We only got 18 miles before we're speed limited. First thing, the first thing you got to do is light and moderate acceleration to 50 and then coast for 6 seconds. And you do that 3 times. And I've done that actually on the way out to the highway here. So the next step after that is to 5 medium to hard accelerations that last at least 3 seconds. So we get out of traffic here, we get on the highways. Never anybody on this highway. It's kind of a hidden road. Not too much traffic on it. This goes out by the Kinston Airport. And there's a Osprey flying right there. They come in from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. They come over and do touchdowns at the runway. Pretty impressive machine. Alright, so let's get on this thing. Let this car get behind us. I think we're going to race them. Get up ahead of us a little bit here. Well, nobody gets car sick. So that was one. Coast down over here. There's two. See if we can see this thing doing its thing out here. It's so far down the road you can't see them. Alright, let's get back to it. We'll get right over here sitting on the side of the road. Sit around too long, our exhaust is going to get cold. We'll keep the exhaust up over 428 degrees. Turn around here and do our other 3 hard accelerations. Stop at this red light that should not be red for any reason because there's no cars coming. Don't even get me started. So we'll count that as number 3. Run this guy over and do this again. It's number 4. Exhaust may have cooled down. I don't have the scan tool with me, so I can't monitor the temperature, which is shame on me, but we get the gist of it. I may have to go back and get the scan tool. We should hit well over 450 degrees as hard as we're driving this thing. And there it went. So we just came out. That was the 5th one. And I wish I'd been looking at the instrument cluster. I apologize. But I got it. We're out of speed limiter mode, and these people will be tickled pink. It means they don't have to get a hotel, wait on parts, and slow mechanics like myself to fix their vehicle. Alright, we're going to run back shop, we're going to clear all the codes, and we're going to release this old girl, send them down the road. Check this old girl for codes. Alright, so let's do a key on engine running test. Never want to let it leave the shop without doing that. I'll find my mouse. Start it up. We're good to go. That's just a cruise control switch I didn't hit in the right order. So we got lucky in the sunshine here with a bad glare. This just needed a PCM reprogram. Which is nice, makes us look like heroes. And then when they get back to home base, if they have to go to another shop for whatever reason, they won't be able to say, you know, well, we've had it, you know, so and so forward, and you know, they didn't do their job correctly or something like that. We don't want to be branded or labeled in that fashion. So we'll put this in the win column. And as always, thank you for watching.